I gotta say something about this shit, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male, a 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have shit figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything at 16, and fall in love with her. But his dick be gone. How you gonna? Like, bro, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, don't address him as a woman, dog. He's 12 years old. He's not up there yet. He hasn't made his final decisions yet. Don't cut his fucking dick off, Dwayne Wade, bro. You fucking tripping, dog. You tripping, dog. You tripping, dog.
All right. Spirited start from one Boozy. And we are good on all three platforms. So I'm going to ask a question I already know the answer to. Are we live? I said, are we live? Looks like we are. Vigilante Wednesday here on the 161st episode of VW Casual. I think it is, unless yesterday was. So it's maybe the 162nd. I almost was not going to stream today. I wasn't, and I was just like, I don't know. You know what it is? I should be recording. And so this is less painful than recording. Hence, I'm doing this. Hopefully, this is not the longest stream, and I can actually get something recorded. Hey, Real Wade, I got a thumbs down already. Damn, we just started. But get some music recorded. Today, I did get to the gym, so it's not totally unproductive. But I don't know. I just pretty much slept in. Yeah, I gotta go back to work tomorrow, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Hope everyone's having a good holiday season. Good December. It's cold. Real Wade, who makes $1 trillion shorts, is
back, and here comes the offense.
Trying to send one to me.
Three-snap motion in the backfield. Quick.
But I hope everyone's having a good week. Good weekend. They're February 31st. I did say if I get to 100,000 subs, maybe it's face reveal. 100,000 subs, I would need that much. If people wanted it, everybody may not want it. Pause. But I would say 100,000 subs, I would need that like that much. I did say I would do. What did I say for the spicy chip challenge? I forgot what the number was. I would eat something spicy. I thought it was 10,000. If it was 1,000, then I owe y'all something. It's cool. See, just joking. I appreciate it. I'm serious. If I got to 100,000, I would consider it. If that, but I would want y'all to vote for, because some people enjoy the mystery. And plus, I'm just a regular looking dude. I'm a weird looking dude. So it's not like, and I mean, y'all see me in the mask, so you can kind of make out my face, I guess. I don't know, but I appreciate you being here, Wade. Appreciate anyone watching this live or on the playback. Oh, the thumbs down was a joke. Oh, okay. No, it's cool. Lord knows the rest of the chat gonna do worse. But I hope everyone's having a good week. Like I said, it won't be the longest stream just because I hopefully will record. You know what, man? I do see why they say I don't play WWE 2K. Even though I do want to make myself a character, because that's an easy music video, right? If I could put myself in some gamified way. Easy money music video. But I don't play 2K, unfortunately. But that's not a terrible idea. I'm sure there's a way of doing it. But I do understand why indie artists only make one project and then quit. Like, there's so much anxiety. Like, after you release this, that's kind of another infinite reason why I want to release 2 projects so quick. So it's like, okay, I've already done the second project. There's no pressure to do another project. It's already done. It's already here. It's already out. Because it's like, I don't know. You just feel like, oh man, the first one failed. I failed. This is a failure. What the fuck am I doing? I'm going to fail. And because we live in the conventional real world, right? And everybody who's ever done anything creative has been told their whole life that it's not going to work. Or it's not realistic. And so you tell yourself that. And then when the first one come out and you done win a Grammy, which is never going to happen unless you have a major label behind you. Plus Grammys, I ain't giving it up the butt for a fucking statue, the fuck. But you know what I'm saying. Hey, Fizz. It is a wrestling mask. All right, peace out real way. It is late. Like I said, this won't be the longest stream. Surprised we went a couple hours the other day. But, yeah, I get why it's just that creative burnout, that creative fear. And I get why people don't, may only release one album and then quit. I get that. Technically, this is my second album, but the first one I don't think is on anything. I don't think you can find it anymore. But whatever. First one is Vigilante. Did everyone hear a story about a raccoon breaking a liquor store in Virginia? Getting drunk and then passed out in the bathroom? That's insane. No, I didn't hear that story. That's hilarious. Is there video? Because that would be awesome. That's fucking nuts. There are photos. I'll look them up. Sorry about the smoking. Alrighty. So I did end up getting a couple things semi for Cyber Monday. I don't know if it was much. I did end up getting Miami Vice as I look up these photos. On DVD. Somehow the price went up. I don't know if it was like the AI thing where they heard me talk about it and said, oh, we're going to raise the price for him for the Blu-ray. But the Blu-ray went from $43 when I was talking to y'all. Hell no. To like $70. I'm like, man, I'm not about to pay $70 for the fucking Blu-ray. Plus, it's an '80s show. Who cares if it has a little older dated look? And sure enough, drunk passed out raccoon, passed out in the toilet, smashed up all this liquor. And here's I don't know if it, that's a toy. Pictures of drunk raccoons. That's crazy work. A lot of people don't know raccoons are about as smart as monkeys. How about that? So, yeah. That's pretty fucking crazy. But I don't know why they raised the price on me trying to get the Miami Vice box set. But I got it on, it's already here. It already came. Came pretty quick. Pause. See, it still shows here way cheaper. Okay, hopefully we are now back. If anyone is still here. My fucking computer B-sided, just blue screen of death. I don't know what the fuck happened. Doesn't happen often. Does happen every so often. Maybe twice a year. But this isn't the best built PC. I do ask a decent amount of it. So it is what it is. Everything's back though. I'm trying to make sure we are back on all 3 platforms. Looks like we are as I get all the tabs and everything up. Thank you for dealing with me if you're still here. I'm trying to see who's in the YouTube stream, which is obviously the main stream. Well, not the mainstream, but it's the mainstream I do. So looks like the last one was 160. I wondered if this is 161 or 162. It was 161. Provided I haven't fucked up the count somewhere on the line. No, I was like Like I said, my shit died. My computer got shut down. Has my house? No, my house has never been raided by a raccoon before. When I lived in Southfield, though, they used to eat up the trash. RGB breast implants. That sounds retarded. For lack of a better term. Appreciate you being here, Rowan. But yeah, my shit died. I'm back. Thank you for being here. If you're watching live or on the playback, we were talking about drunk raccoons. Now I guess it's glowing titties. Listen, young ladies, hey, young world, don't do nothing to yourself, man. Don't do Ozempic. Don't do. I mean, you could go to the gym. You could try to eat better. That's what everyone could try to do. But love yourself as you is, man. Because the titty implants, ass implants, Ozempic, all that shit leads to the grave, man. Leads to an early grave. I know ain't no young ladies listening, but even if you is, just that shit just look crazy. Humans eat trash here. That's fucked up. Had to break up a fight between a raccoon and a dog one time. Damn, that's worrisome because they got rabies. And then you got Lord knows the vet love to milk people. The vet, the new milkman. Good Lord. If anyone who has a pet. Sorry about that. Man, I feel bad. And I'm sure this is any major city because I saw it in Charlotte and Stenby. I mean, I see a decent amount of homeless out in Houston, out here. One of the stores I go to sometimes, a lot of times, the homeless dude just sitting there. It's like, God, I be feeling bad as fuck. Be feeling bad as fuck. It's only gonna get worse. We ain't gonna get too negative, but I hate seeing homeless people. I hate that people are homeless. I hate that, not to get blue-haired liberal, but like, damn, man, it's just fucked up. It's fucked up. Chased a rat around my diner room. Oh, hell no. That scared the shit out of me. I never dealt with a rat, ever. Well, I've seen them at other people's houses, but never in my own. Chased a rat around the dining room, vanished, got trapped in the basement, put down rat poison, ate it all. Ugh. Had to find the source of the rotten smell. Ugh. There's lizards here, too, out in Texas. I be seeing these fucking blue and red lizards that be around. Rot smells, I thought of rotten. Ugh. Probably is what a rotten BBL smell like. It's fat. It's ass and fat combined. That's literally what it is. And potential infection on top of it. Raccoons don't necessarily have rabies. Bats, on the other hand, more like the spread doing being immune, I see. Well, even if not rabies, an infection of some sort, if not, you know what I mean, is a risk. And that's really for any attack. If your animal gets attacked, it's at risk to have a scratch on it, and then the scar gets affected. You know what I'm saying? So it's still at least one vet trip, and that can be $150 easy. And then if they need to do something, another $150. So it's $300 to $500 just for that, depending on where you are. If you got a cheaper, more economical vet, maybe. Batman must be immune to rabies. He's Bat-and Man. It stands to reason. Stands to reason. Well, shout out to Batman. Is this still showing the buffering? What the hell? Am I buffering again? Cause it's okay, now it says connection. It's giving me all sorts of shit. What did I do? I haven't said nothing controversial. I ain't said nothing about no files. I ain't said nothing about no secret societies. We talking about raccoons and animals and titties. We are having a wholesome conversation. Why am I getting fucked with? People are domesticating raccoons. No, I'm clear. Okay. Thank goodness. I do have a story about a domesticated raccoon that I knew of. I knew of somebody who had domesticated a raccoon. And it was fucking massive. This raccoon was like, they had fed it and they got it really fat. It was this massive domesticated raccoon. It's giving me more issues. Wow. Must be a coincidence. I didn't say anything about no coincidental groups. I didn't say anything about any Middle Eastern countries. I didn't say anything. And they're giving me issues on this side. Hopefully you guys are okay and getting a decent stream. VigilanteWilliamson did not harm himself. Shit, if we get too scared, I'll tell y'all my real name, real address just to save me. Damn. Oh, shoot. Science is killing me. Everyone says Hispanic folk next door make attracting all types of raccoons because they make a lot of trash. I see. Luckily, I don't see too many in Texas. Oh, sorry about that. I'm allergic to something. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Hopefully this stream, they'll allow me to stream. But I haven't had to do. I mean, when I was in Michigan, that was a big deal. But after living in Michigan, I haven't really had to deal with them too much in the South. And I guess part of my, I lived in an apartment, so that's not going to be really dealing with them in an apartment. Even though the whole time I didn't live in an apartment, I did live in the house, some of it. But I didn't really deal with them as much. Plus, in both places now, I keep the trash in the garage, so it's not like they're gonna be outside, and you know what I'm saying. So the trash not even outside for if there were raccoons for them to mess with. So domestic raccoons a server race. Like I said, I knew of a domesticated raccoon. He just kept it in his room. He fed it. I don't know what he was feeding it. The thing could barely move. It barely get his. It was just just super fat. Like he could barely get his paws on the ground. I'm not even joking. He had to roll over and shit. It was hilarious, but it was disturbing. So I seen that was years ago. That was like 20 years ago. But it still blew my fucking mind to see some shit like that. Dead rat got in the dryer vent. Oh, didn't think to move the cinder block. Shit. I put under it. It used to get in, but there's another one. Shit. Well, if one can get in, another one can get in. And as Justin Gaethje said, if one man can hold you down, two can rape you. And no lie, that's the motivation to get up and go to the gym. Justin Gaethje, I'll show you. Shout out to Rich. He be sending me this dumb. No, I don't know. I be sending him this dumb shit. What am I talking about? I'm lying on him. I send this shit to. I don't know where I saw it first. I saw it on Instagram. And so now I send this shit every time I see it. And it literally motivates me because it's like the odds of a man getting raped are low, but they're not zero, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta have the wherewithal to get the fuck up. And it's just, you never know. We are, in a crazier time.
In high school, PR kind of ruined this saying for me. But if one man can hold you down, two can rape you. And I would be damned if one man could hold me down.
I'd be damned about the other half of that equation too. Just my 2 cents.
So just in case you did,
kind of ruined this saying for me. But if one man can hold you down, two can rape you.
Telling you, and it sounds stupid, but it motivates you. You're like, man, I gotta at least get up because I gotta make that as the first part has to be as untrue as possible for obvious safety reasons, but obviously the second one too. Because if one man can't hold you down, two can rape you. Shit. All right. I watched cat shorts on YouTube. Fair enough. One short was someone having 7 outdoor cats waiting for their food, and they're being scared off by a damn possum. Shit, fuck possums, fuck skunk. I'm blessed not to have dealt with skunks. I remember when you get into rural Michigan, like rural South Michigan, Southeast, South Middle Michigan, just in the middle of nowhere, Michigan, you will see some possums, and you will see some. You might see a skunk out. Just let me shit. But just like middle, south, and just anywhere in Michigan, when you get outside the cities, really, you might get a skunk. She might get a skunk in Farmington or Southfield or some shit like that. But yeah. Animals, what do? You know what I'm saying? There's something that people got to deal with. Then, I think a lot of people like, oh, I want to get out of these cities. I want to live rural. You go too far away from me, even though I'm technically in Harris County, but you go too far away from me, you ain't too far away from the farmland and shit. Tomato juice does not clean off skunk spray. I remember hearing that as a youth, but luckily I never had to deal with it. I'm sure I hope they got better shit than that now. All the damn chemicals they got in the earth. Can we at least get something for that? But yeah, people want to live in the rural area. I've always thought, man, I wish I had an acre of land or some shit. That's my dream. I got a lot of dreams. Who knows? Like I said, I could find myself retiring in a different country. Who knows? But one thing I do know is like, it's different, man. You get closer to Australia, which Australia is a whole nother thing, but you get more animals, more critters. Some people got to deal with coyotes. Some people got to deal with mountain lions. You know what I mean? Depending on where they live. So, you know what I mean? Everybody, it's cool. It's cool to live out in the forest. It's cool to live out, in the sticks. Have that space, no neighbors, all that good stuff. But dealing with nature, you get further away from civilization, you realize, oh yeah, this is why we have civilization. Need peroxide. Honestly, peroxide sounds a lot better than tomato juice. I mean, obviously it would suck for the cuts, but so would the skunk spray anyway. So I'd much rather bathe in hydrogen peroxide. Extra retard, outdoor dog, attacked the skunk, and a dumb bitch bought the mutt in the house. Ugh. Crazy. But shout out to the rural life. Maybe one day. But I'm blessed to have a life I got now, Just got to get over myself and just record. I'm a little nervous now about my voice. I ain't going to lie. Because, I did the little playlist thing. They said, yeah, your voice sucks. We're a little nicer than that, but that was what was stated. So I'm like, damn, I don't know. I mean, that's my voice. You know what I'm saying? How I talk, how I rap, how I sing, how I do things. It's just how I do things. I'm glad she's about to ask along my problem. Dog made your vacation suck when you spent time with your kid. I'm sorry to hear that. You don't want to live in the wilderness or the bush, as they call it in Australia. Or in Africa, or, really, because those are two continents where the nature gets real. Nature is real, like for real. Like, it's not a game. It's not a game. So, yeah. How's everybody doing? I know, Ron, you got a lot of stuff going on. How you doing, Fizz? Australia has the most dangerous wildlife. Africa's too. That's crazy. But I'm not sure. Australia's like a boss level for the earth. But yeah. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, I do gotta just record. I'm just been nervous because we'll see how this second project gets received. Also got to do video. I hate doing video. And then because I fucking fell the other day, I'm still, I got a little pain. I couldn't really work out like I wanted to, but I ain't trying to complain. I don't know. I'm rambling because I don't know what to talk about. And I'm just trying to let y'all know where I'm at. And I appreciate Tom Jensen showing up. Appreciate you being here. Including indigenous human wildlife. Takes multiple rounds of ammunition to kill an emu. They know that. Now I do. That's crazy. And yeah, I fell the other day. I was looking for a house. And 'cause I'm trying to do that process and be an adult. especially since they talking about 52 or 50-year mortgages. I got to get in before that becomes a thing. That said, I don't know if I'm ready for one. That's a whole nother conversation. But outside, it just rained. I'm walking in and trying to look at the foundation and slipped and fucking fell. And it didn't hurt at the time. Didn't hurt for a couple hours. No. Cute girl. Whatever. But yeah, it didn't even hurt at first. And a couple hours later, it started hurting. Then, I went to the gym and I kind of bent my leg. Like, oh, jeez. It is what it is. Australia literally lost a war to emus because they're super agile with bullet sponges. Holy shit. I'm surprised it's not an indie game. You gotta kill emus. Crazy work. Speaking of indie games, I want to play more like fail games. Like two emu wars lost. Emus are protected and illegal to kill. So emus run things. Shit. That lets you know who's the most powerful, right? You can't kill the emus. The emus won. He got the laws changed. Shout out to the Australian emus. Got more heart than humans. Got the laws changed. Like, dog, we don't really fuck with these emus. Let's just leave them alone. Let's leave them alone, make it illegal to fuck with them. Because they run shit, not us. It's their country. We just living in it. There was a guy who went by War Daddy in his tank in the mood. He named his tank In the Mood. Whoa. That's fucking weird. That's that pseudo-sexual, weird, violent, homoerotic weirdness thing. AU's always been fucked. SJWs are making it worse. Well, that's what they do. Shout out to social justice. They had the social justice thing. I don't know. That just hit me with South Park. I do think about the criticism that they've been harder on Trump than the left. And I don't know if that is true, but they were harder on him as a Republican than the Democrats. But they really did go at a lot of leftist concepts, though. And it was the PC police and all that other shit. And then, make it, put a chicken and make it gay. I don't know. I get people, I don't know. And, I also think as a, Craig, you're under no obligation to be, their job is not to be some, fair, just thing, right? Then again, I don't watch the fucking South Park. I don't give a fuck about South Park. They make hundreds of millions of dollars. Who gives a shit what they think? But I think, is that really unfair? Because sometimes I feel like the Republicans just complain, or the right just complains and cries. It's just all right, man. All right. I thought you were anti-victim, right? But then, sometimes they do got a point. I guess it depends. Depends on the situation. Do not try to ride African elephant. They are more aggressive than Asian elephants. Did not know that. While being as smart as orangutans, they are almost sapient. Holy shit. AU almost passed parliament resolution that would give ABOS a 90% stake in what laws apply and what laws didn't. Is that the Aboriginal? Abos? Is that what that's supposed to say? Aboriginal people? A 90% stake in what laws apply. Okay, yeah, the Aboriginals. Okay. Technically, all elephants have that level of intelligence. I see. 90% stake of what laws apply. I don't. Not being illegally like 90% of stake in speeding. What does that look like? Like, what does that mean? That I could do 90% worse? Like, what is that? And I'm not trying to be funny. I don't really keep up with Australian politics. You know what I'm saying? That's not something I ever keep up with it or any level ever. So I have no idea what that looks like or what. I mean, it took me a minute to catch the ABOs as an Aboriginal. I do know of the Aboriginals of Australia, and I guess it is so they can remake their laws to their liking. Like, do they get 90% of the vote in laws? That their votes are 90% stronger? But they get to remake the laws to their liking. I would have to. I mean, I believe you, but I still don't. Care. I just have to take your word for it because I'm not about to look this up because I'm not going. Like I actually have went to Australia once. I'm not going back for any reason. I wish everybody the best in the situation. Like a stake, a voice vote onto something. So, because I don't know how that law system works to know what that looks like and what that would mean. Elephants even have their own. Elephants have their burial rights. Now we're getting shout out to National Geographic Fizz. It's weird that animals have different rituals and things like that. To have their own burial rights, to respect a. That almost, I don't know if that would imply that animals have some concept of an afterlife. But usually, I guess, amongst humans, I feel like, not always, but a lot of burial traditions have some connection and some belief in an afterlife of some sort, right? So you do wonder, like, is that what elephants are doing? Do they have like their own cultural elements? Are they that advanced? And because that's that. I did not know that. That's actually pretty fascinating. And they keep calendars in their heads. They say an elephant never forgets. And an Aussie lawyer I watched had a long conversation because it would take all power away from Parliament's ability to write or enforce laws. That sounds crazy. But it also, I say that and then I say, well, or does it? So does that mean, so basically the only people who vote matters are Aboriginals, not Parliament, not anyone else. How many Aboriginal people are in Australia? Or did they not pass this law so that none of it matters? If it didn't, so I got the name of the law they were trying to pass. So they didn't even pass it. Okay. I would, like I said, I'd have to look it up. But, I'll take your word for it. But that's crazy about elephants and stuff. And I'm sorry, I don't really have, subjects, so I can't really, what am I going to say, right? I ain't giving us nothing else to talk about. Whites can't survive on most of the Aboriginals' land. You guys know way more about Australia. I visited once, but I don't have this. You guys have way deeper lore knowledge. Way deeper lore knowledge. I'm kind of, one thing I didn't look for to continue the conversation from yesterday. We were talking a little bit about Cyber Monday and Black Friday and why that had failed. I didn't see if they had came up with numbers for Cyber Monday. I feel like the numbers they came up for Black Friday were clearly inflated or fixed in some way. I guess I could check right now. Sales. They say, okay, they claim it reached a record $14 billion. Um, I mean, I guess like I said, I ended up buying a couple things, but I didn't spend. I bought a DVD. I bought a DVD and then a toothbrush. I need to get mechanical toothbrush. I wanted to get a higher end one, but instead I just got the cheap one. Cause like, oh wow. So they claim 44 billion for the weekend. 7% spending rise. I just don't feel like this is accurate. Record 202 million U.S. customers. Only God knows what ads they're putting up there. 202 million U.S. customers. Maybe my DVD counts, though. You know what I mean? It depends on how little you count. And what they're not going to tell you is how much do they get paid? How much does a person just, buy on an average week? Especially you're talking about for Amazon, people, I buy shit off of Amazon every other week. Whether it's like, garbage bags, say I bought a toothbrush, maybe body wash, my dog food I bought on Amazon because I can't find it anywhere else. So it's like, I don't know. You relied on AI powered services, chatbots. I think this is bullshit, Reuters. I smell bullshit. I don't know. Like, I'm just a guy on this earth. I don't know shit about shit. But I feel like this is bullshit. They got comments here before I drop this. See what you guys are talking about. See if anyone else has showed up. If it's just you two, that's cool too. I don't see any comments. It's always interesting if no one else can respond. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I buy it. We will see. We'll say, hey, OG, appreciate you being here. It's why Australian Aboriginals weren't pushing the same corners Native Americans were. I was doing work on computer Monday. Yeah, I wasn't shopping. After the stream, which actually was Tuesday technically, so it may not count. I ended up buying Miami Vice on DVD. Penguins had a Cyber Weekend sale on all of their merch on a Facebook post. Yeah, I keep seeing Cyber Week, and I'm just still not in a rush to buy anything. Buying physical meat on Cyber Monday doesn't count. Yeah. Why buy a dog food? Just give your dog meat. I've been used to being dog food. I guess I could give him fresh pet or something like that. I don't know. Hey Moira, appreciate you being here. Haven't used Amazon in a few months, but I'm also broke. Why I start using Amazon, like I said, to buy like body wash, toothpaste, normal shit. Had to buy a microwave. Oh man, yours crapped out on Thanksgiving. Oh man. Cyber Week. Yeah, it did used to be the Monday, but then I guess Cyber Weekend. I guess they go, from Thursday to Monday. A lot of dog foods, unhealthy. Mars Company owns most of them. I think you may have said this before. I feel bad, but I don't know. It's just, what's the shit? It's supposed to be good. I mean, he eats it. It seems like he's been doing better since he's been eating it. I don't know. I'm not one of those like super health nuts, but I don't. I love my fucking dog. I don't want nothing to happen to him. So now I'm like, well, damn. What should maybe I should cook him. Like I get that's the thing. I can't really cook. Maybe you're right, man. I should just make, give him like meat and shit, and then be better. So I don't know. I'm what's this shit? Hills Science, I think is what I give them. Hills Science, that thing. So I don't know. Maybe that's also owned by Mars, and it's fucking terrible for him. Yeah, Hills Science diet. I guess now I gotta check who the fuck owns this shit. What are issues with Hills Science? They use fillers and grains. Okay. Oh, man. So I guess it's not grain. I don't know. I thought it was. I used to feed him. What was it, Purina or something? And he kind of stopped liking that. And that started to get weird. So I'm all right. I give him Hill Science diets. And he's been eating it. He seems pretty happy with it, but maybe I should switch to meat. Pause. I never even researched. I'm gonna be honest. No specific brands, but they're intentionally making dogs sick to get money because they own the vets. I was talking about how crazy vets. Shit, vets is such a scam. Cyber Monday sounds familiar. Yeah. Price inflation on meat is crazy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Cyber Monday. I don't think people really were Cyber Monday or Black Friday or really shopping like that this weekend. I just don't see it. I don't buy it. I think that they're trying to push that on the people. If you notice, I mean, most people don't give a shit. Most people aren't looking at that. But they're just trying to. There's a huge push to make us see make us think this economy's not crap in the bed, which it clearly is. Clearly is. People getting trampled and killed, climbing to Black Friday, turns to Black Friday weekend, Cyber Weekend, Cyber Week. Yeah, Cyber Week I never heard of. That I guess it's Cyber Weekend, but I know Black Friday, like you said, Black Friday weekend, kind of Cyber Weekend, but Cyber Week is a bit too much. Especially because there's still no sales. There are no sales. Hey, Courtney, appreciate you being here. Cat is an asshole. I'll eat kibble. You get him Royal Canin. Okay. You're going to be listening because you're driving in the snow. Hope everything's cool. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Tom. Just your vet died of cancer. Having a hell of a time finding one I like. Family has been going to that vet clinic for 70 years since your mom was a girl. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I know when I first moved here, I went to like a bunch of different vets because each one just seemed like they didn't give a fuck. And honestly, this one doesn't seem that better, but they're a little cheaper. So, but I don't know. It's not inflation. Hurting prices. Obama lifted restrictions on China processing meats. We export the meat and pay. Why don't we just buy meat here then? If we're exporting it, why don't we just buy our own meat? And why don't we put restrictions back? So we can, you know what I mean? Because Obama's a long time ago. So if anything he's done, that was a whole presidency by your boy, a whole presidency by the old man. Now he's back. So like, it was a minute ago. But again, I'm just a guy on the internet. It's also $100 just to talk to the vet. Yeah, it's so much to just go to the damn vet, just to get a checkup. I gotta get Zeus a checkup the next month or so, just because he's getting up there in age. It's gonna be like $150 Don't beat that meat up. Yeah, don't beat up the meat. USDA and the FDA won't allow us. They have to have their tax export-import fees. I did a project on pet food when I was in college. The shit is dark. Put it that way, the standards are awful. And a lot of brands, they can use roadkill in it. Oh, my God. Never buy from the grocery store? Oh, man. Oh, man, I didn't know all this shit. I'm thinking, okay, Hillside's a little more expensive. I'm thinking, okay, it's a good brand. Fuck. So the USDA won't allow it. Well, who the fuck controls the USDA? I already know that's the corporations, because 90% of the USDA and FDA work for all the different companies or have had connections to all the different companies that feed us. Jesus. I'm trying not to be so dark every fucking episode. Oh, fuck, my fucking lighter don't work. I got another one, but still. Let's call it something else to hide it. They can always, that's what they do with everything. It'd be like shit water, and they call it something totally different. Fuck. Again, going back to USDA and FDA, do they do anything to stop it? No, they don't do shit to stop it. Because what you just said is 4 or 5 presidents something happened to go. It is still impacting us because the same lobbyists run shit regardless of who the fucking president is. That's really the gimmick. Because they the ones who really, because that's the real government. Rather it's Pfizer, rather it's Nestle, rather it's Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or all of the above, working in concert to make each other untold riches. Feed them McDonald's and then feed them Ozempic. That's a new gimmick. And then you got celebrities to push it. All these celebrities, they was doing fat acceptance just a week ago. Now they accepted Ozempic money. And what's the shit? Wegovy. And God knows, and they had lawsuits over all the symptoms they done found. Bone loss. All sorts of shit for that whole Ozempic. But it's a path. Everybody eats. Yeah, it's not cheap to buy meat for them. They got Fresh Pet. But I guarantee you, I look at that, I'll probably find a whole bunch of shit. I'll probably find a whole bunch of shit if I look at the Fresh Pet. So that's why I could just buy this Hill Science basically every 3 weeks almost. And he's got food, and it's simple, and I ain't got to cook shit, and I ain't got to do shit. Because I can't cook toast. But you didn't think it would be that easy, did you? Well, for a second there, I actually did. So I got to do some research. Just feed your dog beef and chicken. Well, I mean, I heard you the first time, big dog. I appreciate it. Sheesh. I appreciate it. Like I said, I got to figure that out. I got to figure a way to do that. But yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. I gotta look it up. Can you burn water? You could boil water. So you could boil it. You can for a pet right now. You're doing something else. A lot of people have had to give them up, but I could afford it because I was apparently feeding them the wrong shit. So maybe I'll find out I can't. I don't know. So yeah, that would suck to have to give your pet up right now. That would suck. I couldn't do it. But who knows if something happens and I gotta move in with somebody. Oof, that would be tough. I would really hate to. Either way, I would hate to move in with somebody because I would hate to. Not everybody wants to deal with a dog. And then I would hate to give up my dog. So hopefully there's a YouTube channel that teaches me how to just feed my dog properly. Some shit I can find that's simple that I could do as far as like just cooking. Because it was just like, hey, just take this, cook it. Because I don't know what dog. I don't even know if I'm supposed to cook the food. That's how little I know. If you're a bad cook, you can burn water. That would be a bad cook. Fair enough. Vet bills are crazy. Mom helps you with his shots. I see. Kill, freeze, thaw. Kill, freeze, ship, thaw, process, freeze, ship, thaw. Sell, store, shelf for a few days. Extra freeze, you freeze, cook. Yeah. There is no winning, just losing in different ways, I guess. Free ship, thaw, process, free ship, thaw, sales. Yeah. Yeah. Because you remember they destroyed all those processing plants during the pandemic and after. There is a process. Because, yeah. Yeah. All right, we almost made it to an hour. I'm going to call that. Hopefully I can get the energy to actually do something productive. If not, I will talk to y'all later. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. So if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. Even if you do none of these things, thank you for your time. Sorry it was so short. That's what he said. That's what he said to her. All right. Peace.